I met a traveler from an antique land who saw two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold commands tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. Alright, so here we have the poem Ozymandias. In this, the poet wants to say that he met a traveler from an antique land. Now, antique land means the old land. Now, how can a land be old? So basically, that land has been linked to some history, like Rome is linked to some history. So that's an antique land. So yeah, that's an antique land. So the poet met a traveler which is from antique land, and that traveler is saying all these things. So traveler said he what he saw, actually he saw two vast and trunkless leg of stone. Means two, vast means very big, and trunkless means without the upper body. There were only two legs and there was no upper body, like this. There are only two legs and no upper body. So leg of stone stand in the desert. He saw all these things in the desert, and near those things, near them on the sand, he saw a half sunk shattered visage. Visage is a face which you can see over here, like visage, shattered visage. And shattered means one which is broken down, and broken down in such a way such that it's actually broken down, but you can still recognize who it is, or um, what's the person is, and all these detail about the person, but that face is still broken down. So shattered visage, whose frown and wrinkled lips. Frown is a basically action of anger or something like that, and wrinkled lip. So he met a person from mm here we have frown. Okay, so frown means something like disapproval or something which he means to say he's angry with. And wrinkled lip and sneer of cold commands. Cold commands means strict commands, like in army what people do. So these three things, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold commands means being very angry, tell that its sculptor well those passions read. And that sculptor is the person who actually makes statues. So he says that the uh, traveler is saying that sculptor, the one who makes statues, actually read or understand those passions, means those facial expressions of that king very well. And how he know that? Because he actually seen the face of that king lying over there, shattered visage, which yet survived. And those signs actually survive, stamped on the lifeless things. Stamped means sculpted on the lifeless things, means this is a lifeless thing. So scammed on the lifeless thing, where we are. Okay, which yet survived, stamped on the lifeless thing. The hand they mocked them and heart that fed. Hand that mocked them means the hand that actually copied those. Mocked means copied those facial expressions so nicely. And the heart that fed. Heart means the heart of Ozymandias. This king was very happy. He was very happy. Therefore, the heart that fed. The hand that mocked them can also be thought in the way that mocked means making fun of. So actually the sculptor is laughing from inside, that who actually gives such type of expressions when making uh, when someone is actually copying their expressions, like when someone is making their own statue, then who gives such type of expressions. So, and on the pedestal these words appear. Pedestal is a place in front of the statue where there is some sort of things written, like, so this is called a pedestal. Like this thing. Yeah, this is called pedestal, and over here it's written King of Kings. It's written Ozymandias, King of Kings. So yeah, this is written. So this is called pedestal, where this statue actually stands. Statue can't stand on the ground. It needs some support. So here we have the, and on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look upon my works, ye mighty in despair. So who actually writes those things by themselves? No one is actually praises themselves by this thing. like uh, uh, this Ozymandias, what did he wrote on his pedestal was, my name is Ozymandias, I am the king of the kings. Means of course his name is Ozymandias, and he is better than any other king. He is the ruler of all the kings in this world. Look upon my work, ye mighty in despair. And he says that look upon my works, whatever he has done to his kingdom. So look upon that, they are so big, and you must get hopeless about. Despair means hopelessness. So you must get hopeless seeing those things, that I have done so great things, and you, all the other kings cannot reach up till my level. Nothing beside remains. Means nothing beside remains, means nothing else remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, bound and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. And now he's saying that this king thinks that he's so great and people respect him so much. Then, this is what he thought by all the above, like what we actually thought by reading all the above things. And now he wants to tell the reality that nothing remains, and there is nothing over there. And instead of that colossal wreck is this. So instead of this thing, nothing actually remains boundless and bare, the lone and level sand stretch far away. Means there was desert all over the place, there was nothing left there. So this is something about the poet. This poet is son of rich Royce Query Percy Bysshe Shelley, was educated at Eton and Oxford. Shelley came under the influence of revolutionary ideas of English philosopher William Godwin, whose daughter Mary Godwin he ultimately married. In 1818, Shelley left for Italy. He drowned in Bay of Spezia in 1822. This is the writer of Ozymandias. His name is Shelley. He actually drowned in Bay of Spezia in 1822. So yeah.